understand why this is even a controversy in the first place. Like why people are so focused on whether or not he's profiting off of this, right? So I just want to talk about this one.
Camera rolling. All right, and action.
I want to point out that the surgery
Starting with the film crew, huh?
cured this blindness is easily available technology. It's not like this is some revolutionary,
Right,
I guess, test phase
guys.
surgery or
All right,
anything
that was good. I'm thinking we get a wide angle, and then we're done.
It's like a
All right?
10-minute
Yeah, cool.
procedure that can be done
Like how much
readily available. But unfortunately, we live in a world
It says
where-
September 23rd, 1996 in the description. And there's another video link.
Doctors and insurance companies and everything, they don't really make it as easily accessible as it should be. So a lot of people just have to deal with these problems and just hope that
Looks like one of them just fell in the back rooms.
save the money, I guess, to actually
Hello?
fix the problem. I don't know. But in reality,
Once you get there, you're stuck there forever.
Healthcare facilities and whatnot,
There's no way out.
To actually make this something that people can like readily access, especially people who don't have enough money or don't have good enough health insurance, especially like here in the United States where we don't have like a universal healthcare system or anything like that, right? So unfortunately, a lot of people have to just deal with these problems. Now, Mr. Beast circumvented this, of course, because he stepped in and
Hello?
paid for it on his own behalf for the video.
Someone
so
there?
These people could get this fixed. But then you have a lot of people that were like, oh,
That was probably a monster. One of those entities.
Or to make money or whatever, so it's not really a good thing, right? That's the whole argument is, oh, he made money. So, the fact that he cured 1,000 people's blindness, fixed a issue that will pretty much drastically change these people's quality of life, right? It doesn't matter that he did that because he made money throughout the whole process.
So you may know that's not actually real. This is actually a CGI.
And so that's like
The only thing that makes it look real is the VHS filter.
I don't
But
see
the Backrooms isn't real.
right? Because, like, to me, people who are, like, complaining about this kind of shit are just the most perpetually miserable people possible, right? Like, how do you see a video?
Another person who made this video is a VFX artist.
1,000 people's fucking blindness. And your first reaction when you see that is to be like, but actually, he made money. It's not actually a good thing. He profited a little bit, dude. It's like, yeah, okay, he made a little bit of money, right? I get that, but is that really such a bad thing, if we're being honest? Like, here's my philosophy, right? If somebody gets rewarded
Can anybody hear me?
for doing something good, that doesn't mean
Hello?
that the good deed that they did is just completely revoked. Like, he still did something good, he still cured 1,000 people's blindness. Honestly, I feel like if anything, if you're going to profit off of something, you should be profiting off of good things, right? You have so many just horrible, shitty people in the world who are profiting from the most scumbaggy things, right? You have companies like Nestle, right, that are bottling up local populations as water to sell on the market. And chocolate companies using slave labor, child slave labor at that, to harvest cocoa. And you have Big Pharma purposefully, altering...
There's nothing there but a stench of old moist carpet and yellow walls.
The most amount of profit possible. And all these horrible ways that people make money and get filthy rich. And you're sitting here and telling me that you're fucking mad at the guy getting rich off of doing
What
good
the
things
hell?
for other people. Like, if there was any way for someone
There's
to
writing on the
become a
wall.
millionaire or, like, become uber
I wouldn't
rich,
go over there
like,
if I were
have this
you.
insane amount of
I would
money,
run.
I would want them to earn it through good purposes.
Don't move, stay
There's any way
still.
to make that
Oh, there's the monster.
because he's has made a massive dent into society.
Thing's catching up. Yeah, go down that hole. That's the only way.
But then someone does something good and you have all these fucking roaches come out of the woodwork complaining about him doing something good because God forbid he made a little bit of money while doing it. If someone does something good and they make money from it, I'm not going to sit there and fucking complain about it. If it's a net benefit, a net positive positive to society, I don't see the problem with it. Like, you could sit here and be mad at governments and pharmaceutical and medicinal companies that make these treatments inaccessible to the average person. The government that makes trillions of dollars in tax revenue every single year and spends it on the most just stupid possible shit that is actively allowing this problem to continue. I mean, half of all blindness in the world is actually curable with like a 10-minute procedure. But instead of being mad at the people with positions of power,
If I were there, that would really drive me insane.
Accessible, or doing something to help fund people get these procedures.
Darn,
you're mad at the guy doing it out of pocket because he filmed it for fucking YouTube. Like, how perpetually miserable can you be as a person where, like, this is your first reaction? And it's funny, right? Because, like, if we're being honest, a lot of the people that we've seen complaining about this shit, you know, oh, he did good, but he made money from it. Do you ever see them do anything good for the world? Like, all these fucking people on Twitter saying, oh, well, he's doing it for ulterior motives, so he's not really a good person. These are the same people who could get their tax return to get, like, $5 grand, could go to the store, right? And when they're asked, or when they see
the dumpster in a road,
for instance, with a fucking little cup shaking change, you know, basically trying to make ends meet and survive, they would step over him and spit in his face to get in the door before they even put $1 in his cup. But they want to sit here and complain. Never gumption to sit here and fucking bitch about how other people do, you know, things for other people. It's honestly incredible. Like, these are the least generous.
You'll never be able to get across there.
These people provide no actual benefit to society other than saying
don't even jump.
And bitching and moaning on Twitter about how Mr. Beast's newest video wasn't an example of someone doing something good because God forbid he needs some money off of it. And it couldn't be fucked to help anybody, man. They wouldn't round up the 40 cents at the end of their grocery bill to make sure kids in a third world country could eat. But they want to sit here and
sorry, I continue Fortnite and go to that door. That leads right back up to the lobby.
You know, these people who are sitting on their fucking high horse preaching their moral ground, they do literally nothing all day for society. They provide nothing. In fact, you know, maybe they do. You know, maybe they have a job or whatever. You know, I go into Subway and I say, I want my steak and cheese toasted. You know, maybe they throw it in the fucking toaster, or, you know, they sit in their cubicle when their boss walks by and tells them how that report.
Right back where you started. Told you.
They sit there and scramble to get it done. But what else do they do, right? And I'm not sitting here trying to belittle people with these jobs and whatnot, because, you know, the vast majority of people who work them are decent people who are just trying to make ends meet and try to, you know, pass their way through life. But they're also not sitting there constantly fucking pointing the finger at everybody else about how, oh, what you're doing is blah, 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 or how you do this is da-da-da-da. Like, shut the fuck up. None of these people have any idea what it takes to make YouTube content, especially on the level of what Mr. Beast does. How much money it actually takes to invest in YouTube. You think it was just pocket change that cured 1,000 people's blindness? This was a significant procedure that cost money. Sure, to Mr. Beast, it might not have been, you know, the biggest investment ever, but at the end of the day, it's an investment nonetheless, and it's one he didn't have to make. Whether he's making YouTube videos or not, he doesn't have to go out of his way to help these people like this. He could have kept making a $1 million hotel room versus $1 hotel room, but instead he actually decided
I was that mouse up to that chair.
Something that was curable, something that was fixable, that they couldn't do themselves. And on top of that, he raised awareness.
I bet he's gonna see you.
I learned through this video that half of the blindness in the world is curable. And something you guys probably don't know about me is I actually suffer from partial blindness. In my left eye, I can mostly not see out of it. I have a little bit of peripheral vision, but I mostly have not been able to see out of my left eye for my entire life. So, as someone who suffers from blindness, as someone who
no, he got you.
The fact that this
and the camera then flips right back into reality.
And everything, I'm also going to cure my blindness. And it's a day that I look forward to my entire life. So I can't imagine how these people, who are 3 times my age, have been dealing with this their entire lives. As someone who's dealt with an issue very similar to what's going on in the video, I'm very happy to see that there's somebody out here who would do this. And yeah, you know, like I said, you can blame governments and whatnot for not doing enough. But the fact of the matter is, it shouldn't come down to a YouTuber having to do this out of the kindness of their own heart. And I get that some people, that is their point. Like, yeah, you know, governments,
that's the end of the video.
Yeah, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, this is something that he did out of his own goodwill. You know, like, he didn't have to go out of his way to do this. And it's just funny because you hear a lot of these.
I actually switched from Chrome to Opera GX a while ago just because I was so tired.
It wouldn't be a problem with billionaires if they made their money the right way.